man making the newest Resident Evil movie that will be coming out this September, Zach CREGGER, recently did an interview, I believe, a week ago, and I have yet to see it. I believe he talks about some things we can expect in this movie. I think he addresses some of the fans because he already knows a lot of Resident Evil fans are not happy with what he's shown so far. But I like to stay as neutral as possible, so I would love to hear what he has to say to all the Resident Evil fans out there, because he is making this movie mostly for them. So I believe in this interview he talks about his take on survival spooky games, and I guess he's going to talk about how much he loves Resident Evil. At least I hope. If for some crazy reason you don't know that a Resident Evil movie is coming out in just a few months, he's making an entirely new storyline. It's kind of just a revision, and he's just putting his little OCs in the Resident Evil world. As someone who loves to also create just little stories and stuff like that, I actually I don't mind this at all. I am very happy to see new characters. I know a lot of people would love to see our beloved characters in live action, but there's a lot of issues when it comes to doing that, and so I feel like it's safer, and I feel like we'll end up liking it more when there's a new story being introduced. So I am happy about that, and I am not dragging on the new storyline that he's doing. This is not taking place in Raccoon City. I believe this is taking place in Alaska, which is a very interesting addition to this movie. I think a lot of what this movie is going to feel like is hopefully Code Veronica. I think the vibes that this movie is going to give us most is, remember, Ethan was a completely new story and new character and a new way for Resident Evil to just rebrand and kind of rebrand. And guess what? Resident Evil 7 is still one of my absolute favorite games. I really do want to like this movie. I do want to start off by saying that I do want to like this movie. I am not coming in as a hater, but I am a little nervous about if this is even going to be a Resident Evil movie. But let's hear what this man has to say.
Resident Evil is kind of the flagship for survival horror. Horror. It's not action.
In the beginning, yes. I don't know if he's talking about the movie, like if he's saying the movie's going to be mostly spooky than action-y. I'm okay with that. I would absolutely love that. But if he's talking about Resident Evil in general, in the beginning it was very survival-based, but Resident Evil has changed so much throughout the years. I would say by now it is more action than survival. I think with Resident Evil 9, they did try to bring in the survival aspects in the game again, but we still had action. We still had Leon, and I would even say even Resident Evil 7 and 8 still felt a little action-y.
What I love about survival horror games and Resident Evil mostly is it's this overwhelming feeling of dread, where it's like, I have to go down this long, dark passageway. I have 2 shotgun shells. I know there's a lot of shit in there waiting for me, and it's all really bad, but I have to go. Fuck. So I had this idea for a story in the world of Resident Evil, but
also, I do want to say a lot of people seem angry that they're scared that because with a lot of this man's work, there's a lot of comedy in it. And I don't mind when a spooky movie is funny sometimes. I think that's why I honestly love Weapons. I know a lot of people hated the ending of Weapons, but I thought it was fine. So like I'm not a picky person. But I also really loved Barbarian, and Barbarian was it was a funny movie, I would say. There were a lot of parts that I was giggling at. So I am actually and also Resident Evil, guys, has always been kind of quirky and funny, even from the beginning. So I don't know why some people are saying like, oh, his comedy is gonna ruin this movie or whatnot. I don't think it is. Resident Evil has always been kind of like funny, so I think if anything that will make the movie feel really good and Resident Evil like. And I also think that it will make this character seem like a Resident Evil character.
it's kind of like me. Like if I was dropped into a Resident Evil game, I'm terrible at guns. I wouldn't know how any of them work. I would miss 99% of all of my shots.
God damn it.
I love the games. I played the game.
So it does seem like this character is going to resemble a lot of Ethan, because Ethan was also very, he had a lot of dad jokes in him. I think I honestly laugh a lot more with Ethan's little comments than I ever did with Leon's, just my own personal opinion.
A fucking pocket knife?
I don't know how many thousands of hours, but too many. This is an opportunity for me to be loyal to the games in spirit and in tone and build a story that just puts.
So he is claiming he's a Resident Evil fan, and he is claiming that he's played all of the games and he has many hours in the games. Do we believe him? I think I do. I do believe him. I mean, Resident Evil isn't this niche game. A lot of people have at least played like 1 or 2 games, especially 7 or Resident Evil 2. But he's claiming he's played all of them, and I believe him.
You in that scenario again and again and again with increasing stakes.
As far as Easter eggs go, I do talk about quite a few in my trailer reaction video, so if you haven't seen my reaction to the trailer and my initial first thoughts on this movie, I really do recommend seeing that video. I talk about everything that I think the monsters can be, and the things that I expect to be in this movie just based off of what I saw in the background. But however, I didn't see any new Easter eggs since I made that video. We did get new posters though. I will show the new posters we got. So this is the first one we got. As we can see, September 18th is when it's coming out. That looks like some kind of zombie over there. With like claws or something, I don't know. And then we get this one on this side, and I really like this one. This one looks a lot like, I like that we're keeping the Resident Evil font that we know and love. I think this is the same font as Resident Evil 9 used. And we have all of our infected up here. This might be the hospital. And then the terrible outbreak happening down here. And then we have our new main character. So far I like him. He's giving Ethan vibes. I do enjoy his character. Let me know what you guys think of the new trailer, if your thoughts have changed now that some time has settled. A lot of you guys here agreed with me in my last video and said that you also do think that this is not going to feel like a Resident Evil movie, but you do still have hope and you're trying not to hate on it a little too much. If your thoughts have changed, let me know now that we've gotten a little bit more information on the man who's making this movie. If you love Resident Evil, please consider staying and subscribing. I am trying to get to 500 subs, and we are getting closer every day. I do plan on doing a road to the Resident Evil movie. We might play some Resident Evil 6 because I heard that he was heavily influenced by Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 4. So we might end up playing some of that and doing just a little event as we get closer to the movie. So if that's something you want to stay for, subscribe. Let us not forget that soon the sun will set on the Age of Man, and thank you so much for watching my little take on Zach Cregger's interview. Goodbye!